Good morning, dear students. How you all? I'm fine. I hope you also fine. Okay. Yes, the government announced on October 1st itself. You people, that means 10, 11, 12 students, if they wish means they can come to the school. Okay. So we believe that one day we also meet in the classroom. Okay, dear. Shall we go to the lesson today? Yes, the third chapter. Okay, the Delhi Sultanate only. We are listening the past 1 week. Today also the same chapter. The topic is today page number 37. Take your history book, all of you. Page number 37. Yes, a closer look. Okay, today we are going to give a closer look for what? Administration and consolidation under the Khalji and Tughlaqs. Okay, that only. By means today you are going to see how these people control the subcontinent. In the previous session you saw how the Delhi Sultans expanded their power. Okay, first they are concentrated their internal frontiers, then external frontiers, everything we saw in the previous session in this lesson. Okay, before today we go to that topic, you just listen. This is the previous. A mosque is called a masjid, or in Arabic, literally a place where a Muslim prostrates in reverence to Allah in a congregational mosque. Masjid. Okay, what they are saying? Congregational mosque, they are saying masjid. Jamai. Okay, otherwise they are saying Jamaat. In Tamil Nadu also we use the word Jamaat or Jama Masjid. Okay, Juma Masjid in Delhi we used to say. Muslims read their prayers, that is namaz, together in the place. Okay, so this is used to mosque. Okay, members of the congregation choose the most respected, learned male as their leader imam for the ritual of prayers. He also delivers the sermon, that is khutbah, during the Friday prayer. During prayer, Muslims stand facing Mecca in India. This is to the west. This is called the Qibla. Okay, Qibla we are used to say. The Muslim use these terms of the word. Okay, nothing. What they are saying here, that Qutbuddin Aibak built the Jumma Masjid. That's it. Okay, so lot of places built by the Delhi Sultans. Okay, that is a sample they given here. Then another one, the Delhi Sultans built several mosques in cities all over the subcontinent. These demonstrated their claims to be protectors of Islam and Muslims. Okay, their religion is Islam, but the people are called Muslims. Mosques also helped to create the sense of a community of believers who shared a belief system and a code of conduct. It was necessary to reinforce this idea of a community because Muslims came from variety of backgrounds, because so many cultural people joined in the Islam religion. So there was a necessary thing, they have to reinforce their ideas. Okay, dears, do you understand what they given in these pictures? Yes, today the topic is a closer look to the administration and consolidation under the Khalji and Tughlaqs. Okay, yes, that Khalji and Tughlaqs. Before it we saw that how the Qutbuddin Aibak got the place. Okay, because that Muhammad Ghori from Afghanistan invaded our country. He appointed a slave to rule over that area which was captured by the Ghori. So that person name is Qutbuddin Aibak. From that 12th century to 15th century we says that Sultan's dynasty. Okay, dears. Instead of appointing aristocrats, Delhi sultans favored their special slaves called bandagan for important officers in the kingdom. Yes, children. What happened here means the Gori captured the land. That means our India, some part near the Punjab and the North India. Okay. So he unable to sit here and rule over that area. So instead of him, he appointed a slave to rule that area. So that would be continue for the next also. So what here happened, instead of appointing aristocrats, okay, so they got a little bit because the people, that means ulama people would not accept the razia. Okay, so there was a lot of confusion, and also they facing a lot of challenges from the Mongols. So instead of appointing aristocrats, what they thought means, instead of appointing, we can train some people and we can appoint them. That means they obey their words as well as they will rule the place very well. Children, do you understand what I am saying? If they capture one place, instead of them, they appoint ministers or governors to rule that place. The governors sometimes what they will do, Samantas, what the Samantas will do? If sometimes the Samantas get power, they declared themselves as a king. Okay. So here also that happened. Okay. After the Gori died, Qutbuddin Aibak declared themselves as he was a sultan. So they thought, that means the Afghan people thought, instead of appointing them, that we can train some slaves. Okay, that means bandagan for important officers in the kingdom. Okay, so here what they are saying, the consolidation, that means overall overview of a kingdom as vast as the Delhi Sultanate needed reliable governors and administrators. They need a good governor and administrators. So that time they got the idea to instead of appointing the people, they trained the slaves, that persons named, not named, their positions bandagan. Okay, here rather than appointing aristocrats, they were carefully trained. Who were carefully trained? Bandagan were carefully trained to man some of the most important political officers in the kingdom, since they were totally dependent upon their master. The Sultan could trust and rely upon them. Now what happened? These bandagan literally obey their master's word and they ruled what they are saying. Okay. Yes, the Khalji and Tughlaqs followed the same policy along with appointing people of humble birth to the position of governors and generals. Okay, children, do you understand? Yes, that Khalji and Tughlaqs, they are always appointing what their procedures did the same thing these people also did. Okay. Yes, take page number 38, all of you. See the paragraph there, slaves rather than sons. The sultans were advised, a slave whom one has brought up and promoted must be looked after, for it needs a whole lifetime and good luck to find a worthy and experienced slave. Listen, children. Wise men have said that a worthy and experienced slave is better than a son. Yes, shall I give an example for a good slave? Yes, we all watched the movie, Bahubali. Okay, in that there was a character Katappa. Okay, the character was so brave, and also that character have more political knowledge also. Under his, he have a good army power also, but he never raised his arm as well as his voice. Why means he came under the slave. Okay, yes children, do you understand? So the slaves, if whether they are more brave also, they could not raise their hands. Okay, so here the people believed that if they get a good slave means it was more valuable than a son. Okay, yes. The Khalji and Tughlaq monarchs appointed military commanders as governors of territories. These lands were Iqta and their holders were called Iqtada or Mukti. Wait, yes, listen. The Khaljis and Tughlaqs continued to war Bandhagan and also raised people of humble birth, while were often their claims to high political positions. They were appointed as general, okay, as general and governors. The Bandhagan were appointed as general and governors. However, this also introduced an element of political instability. Okay, whatever they trained the Bandhagan, that means the slaves, they trained the slaves and they appointed, they given a good positions in the political, that also making so many instability. Okay, there is no permanent places or there is no permanent government they unable to get. Okay, here slaves and client were loyal to their masters. Okay, here the slaves and their the slaves and clients were loyal to their master and patrons. Patron means well-educated rich people, but not to their heirs. Heirs means what? The person who bought them. Okay. New sultans had their own servants. As a result, the accessions of new monarch often saw conflict. Okay. Now the slaves got confused whether they want to obey their new sultan or the master, one who bought them. Okay. The patronage of these humble people of the Delhi sultans also shocked many elites, and the authors of Persian Tariq criticized the Delhi sultan for appointing the low and base born to high officers. So what would happen means, that means the Bandhagan was the slave people. They got confused whether they want to obey their sultan words, the person who purchased them or who trained them, or whether they want to obey the person who bought them. Okay, so that this would give more confusion in the ruling positions. Okay, for that the Tariq, that means authors, what they are saying, they criticize the sultan why they appointed the low birth, that means low born community people to the high positions. Okay dears? Yes. Still, the Khalji and Tughlaq monarchs appointed military commanders as governors of territory. These lands were Iqta. So what they are doing, they started to divide the land into a small part, that is Iqta. Who maintained that or holding that was called as Iqtada. Okay, officials of Sultan Muhammad Tughlaq, we will see later. You just wait for the next 15 minutes video. Please dears, you wait.